Hello, Just Too Good here, and today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Chinese New Year Lion Dance set. That has 882 pieces, a total of 8 minifigures, and retails for $80 in the United States. That's a lot of eights. This is the first minifigure, and it's the guy in the rat costume. Now, this is really special because it's one of the first times, if not the first time, we're getting a new piece in a seasonal set. Specifically, this hat piece right here for the rat costume. That works really well, and I can see people who like costumed figures really appreciating this addition to the collection, as usually we only get new costumes in the CMF series, so it's nice to see one here. Also, this lantern piece right here is not a new print from my understanding, but it's still a really cool design on the BB-8 body piece. Really like the gold going on there and how this piece works. There's a stud at the top if you're wondering. Not too much else to say here. The face print is one that's pretty common, where it has the alternate face of the barf design, and this torso print and legs are both exclusive to this set. Next is the mare, and this figure uses a red scarf, which that's the first time we're getting the scarf in red. It also comes in the bigger temple set. Face print isn't anything too uncommon. No alternate face, but there's a nice torso print underneath. For the performers, this next minifigure has a torso print that appears on another figure, but also a leg printing that appears on some of the builds of the set. We'll get to that later. I like the builds for these fireworks as well, which uses 3 simple pieces, but it comes together and you look at it and you know what it is right away, so that's some great part usage. Other than that, not too much else going on here. I mean, the face print itself is actually quite new. It came out, I think, in the Funfair pack. And this hair printing in black, while not new, is pretty uncommon, so that's nice to get as well. The next performer has the same torso print, but a new leg printing, which I like on the pearl gold there. The hair piece right there is actually exclusive to the set with no printing, where we've seen that a lot with Wild Style, but it has those streaks. This one is just a plain black, which is really nice. And no alternate facial expression, but that same back torso printing. This next minifigure has a really nice exclusive torso printing. The legs also appear throughout this set, but are exclusive to this set. This piece right here is actually a head of lettuce, quite literally. There's an unprinted lime green Lego minifigure head, and then they used the Karen hair in an exclusive green coloring. While it may not be the most useful color for that piece, I always like unconventional part usage or colors for hair pieces, so I actually quite like that. Also, this design with the face is nothing new, where he does have an alternate expression that looks quite shocked. Finally, there's the 3 members of the band, all use this new torso and leg printing, and that new-ish bandana piece, which was introduced in the 2015 Pirates line. You got some back torso printing on this one. Face print isn't anything too unique. The only difference with this guy is that he only has 1 bar and a different facial printing, which isn't anything unique either. And that one doesn't have an alternate face. I do say I think they should have probably went with the Harry Potter wands for the batons or for the drumsticks, because these just look a little bit too thick nowadays, but that's just my 2 cents. And the final figure, again, has the same torso and legs as the last 2, as well as a bandana piece. Very uninteresting face print that's become more and more common. And those symbols right there are actually pretty cool, getting those dish pieces in that gold coloring, which they do come in quite a few sets in that color, but I like how they use what I call the 1x1 stamp piece to make the minifigure hold the symbols. As for the build of the set, I guess we'll take a look at the lions first. So all the lions have a similar base build, but they have different builds here and there for little aspects of them, as well as their color. We have 2 red ones, 2 gold ones, and then a white one. We'll start with the white one, and it's a bit hard to get a good angle to really display these builds, but trust me, I can't really do it justice over camera. These are phenomenally done with different part usage, whether it be these leaf pieces in pearl gold to kind of make that shaping at the side, these printed sloped pieces, which are really nice, the riot shield piece at the base of the head to give it articulation, regular Lego minifigure heads to give it the legs and to make it seem like there's some performers underneath, once again using some of those rare minifigure prints from this set. And at the front, there's this nice use of a bumper piece with printing on it, and also these circular Technic ball pieces with eye printing there. For the mouth, there's these corner pieces which have some nice printing for, I guess, the mouth design. And this is clipped on to that riot shield piece's bottom to open and close the mouth. And you could also move the mouth up and down. Love the part usage with these pieces right here, the modified 1x1s, and then the frogs at the top for the ear design or horn design, whatever you want to look at it. It's just so detailed for the sizing they have going on. Even at the back, there's a little tail right here, which is a modified 1x1. And there's not too much else to show with this lion right here, but this is the first of 5 of them, so there's a lot more to see. The next 2 I'll look at are the gold ones, which have the identical build to both. Each have this printing at the side for the slope pieces once again, more of those gold leaf parts to build up the side area there. Another one of these tails. And at the front, same print as the last lion's eyes. Same print on the bumper piece at the front. Nice yellow frogs for the horns this time around, and then a modified pearl gold 1x1 for that base part there. And it has the same amount of articulation where you could open and close the mouth and move this head up and down on the riot shield piece, as I call it. Not too much else going on here. You could once again see that they use those rare Lego minifigure legs. And again, you do get 2 of this identical build in this one set. As for our last 2 lions, these are the red ones. The design uses the same printing at the side, or I guess a similar printing design on a different color there. Also, this build is very similar, except it doesn't have the leaf at these ends here. The legs here are the same rare ones used on some of the minifigures in this set. We have the same printed little tiles here, which I forgot to say, but the gold ones do have a slightly different design where it's printed on a yellow tile instead. Also, same bumper design up front and the same eyes. Very similar design with these frogs this time around, but instead it's on a gold base and they're white. Don't have too much else to say, except it has that same level of articulation as well. Same. But this one right here, I gave the lucky scroll, and this is a part of the set that's included. There's an exclusive printed 2x3 tile, and you can make the lions hold that at the top of their mouth there, since there's just a simple stud connection that would go on. It's a cute little design that just adds a bit extra to the performance. But that is it for the lions of this set. Let's take a look at the rest of the builds. Next, we have this performance stage here, if you want to say that, where it has 8 pillars. And these are ways for the performers to jump around and put on a really cool show. I also like how this matches the base of the Dragon Dance set, which is one of my favorites of the Chinese New Year sets, and that one came out last year. There's also this storage area in the middle, and you can lift up this part here, and inside, if you want to store, say, the lettuce or some of the fireworks, you can put all that and stuff more than enough inside there. So that's good if you're transporting this set to display somewhere else. Either way, you can just put that back on. And of course, you could also fit those lions posing on the pillars. There's a small build for the band where we have this traditional Chinese drum here. Really like the part usage with the Moon Rover wheel piece and also the sausage piece at the bottom here in pearl gold, and these modified 1x1s to make it look like there's a stand. Also, there seems to be a gong on this section here, which it's nice to get the little pan piece in a pearl gold. Not too much else going on with this platform, though I do like this little play feature where it's on a swivel plate, and you can make it look like the drummer is moving left to right. That's just a cute little design. Finally, there's this beautiful build of a traditional Chinese gateway here, and this design uses a lot of pieces in unconventional colors, and also a lot of pieces that are in unconventional colors that are also in the temple set, because this build is supposed to go with the temple set, so there's some overlap there, like these printed 1x4 here, which is apparent on both sides, and these printed 1x2s, which we got on both sides. All of those appear in the big temple set, but it's nice to get them in a cheaper set like this, even though I guess this isn't really cheap on the grand scheme of things. Also, it's nice to get these orange pieces for the gold bar, as well as these 1x1 pieces in orange. Again, those come in this set, and then the big temple set. Other cool parts include these small little bright bluish green areas on the side. They'll use modified 1x1 plates, and also more of those bow pieces or bow pieces, whatever the heck you want to call them. Either way, they're just a nice design to get in a bright bluish green. Don't have too much else to say here. There's not much function. It's more of something for display. But if you look closely, you can see some more unconventional part usage, whether it be these megaphone or blaster pieces on the side, or these golden frog pieces, which they use quite a bit. And they start to look less like frogs and more of just part of the structure. So in general, that's some fantastic part usage. That's it for the build of the set. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. The box for this set is one of the bigger, almost square sizes. Think of it as, I think, the same one that they use for the Titan mech of Ninjago that released last summer. And the back shows some different shots and features of this set all the way to the top there. As for the instructions, at the end, they do have an advertisement for the temple set, aka my soon-to-be wife, and how you could combine the two to make a really cool scene. So overall, it's hard to diss these Chinese New Year sets because they're all so fantastic, and they're on this level of detail that I would say is more comparable to the Lego movie sets. So they're very intricate with their builds, whether it be a side little playset build like the gate in here that I love the color scheme of and I love the simplicity of, or if it's these Chinese lions, which are very intricate in their builds and capturing that cultural icon. I love the unconventional part usage, whether it be bananas or frog pieces building up the head, and I like the articulation on there. The minifigures on here are fantastic as well, where they even go the extra mile and include that mask new piece. My only problem would be that the build's pretty repetitive with these lions, and many people won't even see that as a problem, and on the grand scheme of things, it's such a small aspect of the set, it's no big deal. I'd rate this set an A. For 80 bucks, it's phenomenal, and it's very well done, and it gives us a taste of culture that we don't see too often in LEGO. But that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.